A little backstory. My son, who's 13, was continually watching videos. And I was getting frustrated with him by all the videos he was watching. I'm like, Navar, will you stop watching that? And then finally, I just changed my approach. I'm like, what is it that you're watching that's so entertaining? And that's how I discovered Ryan. And I'm like, how you made these creative videos that like grab kids' attention? And I'm like, we need to know some of his magic and some of his wisdom and some of his experience. So we're going to come here to talk a little bit about social media, about creativity, about understanding the younger generation. Ryan is a super humble dude, so I'm going to push him a little bit. And I know, Ryan, you started doing videos 9 years ago. Before there was even the possibility, it looked like, of making a living at doing YouTube videos. But you did them because of...
It was just, I mean, I grew up in Hawaii, in Hilo, which is on the Big Island if anybody's ever been to Hawaii. So basically, if you've been to Hawaii, you know that there's nothing to do. I mean... Granted, you guys live here, I'm assuming, so like if you go, you want to go there, but when you grow up there, you don't want to be there. There's nothing to do at all. So for me, fun was...
just beaches and volcanoes.
But you see that all the time, so like you don't want to go to the beach. You know, like you can only go to the beach so much. But, I mean, it's true when you live there. But yeah, I mean, for me, fun was like picking up a camcorder and doing something creative with it. I think the very first thing I ever made was at a family reunion, and I just got handed the camcorder, and I just put it on the table and did Life of an Ant, basically. And I thought that was fun. So from there, I think it just, I just did it out of pure boredom and just fun.
Got it. But there was a point where you were going to college.
Yep.
And you were getting more and more excited about videos, and I'm sure you're a good Asian kid who wants to like keep the family happy, but you had to tell your parents that you're leaving college to create videos.
Right.
How was that?
I mean, it wasn't. It's a tough thing to tell your parents, let alone your Asian parents, right. That you want to leave college for this hobby that you were doing. Fortunately, it was right around the time where I discovered that YouTube had this partnership program where you can get paid. It was still a risk because at the time, I think it was 2008. It could have been the next MySpace, where it didn't exist. Sorry if there's any MySpace people. So it was still a risk, but once I told them that I fully wanted to do this and I wanted to commit to this, they were 100% supportive.
Well, how did you know? Was it just this calling or this
How did I know what?
How did you know that it was like this was like your artwork? This was like your path?
Well, I mean, I enjoyed doing it. Even when I was in college, I was still trying to do it, but I don't think people realize the time that goes into it. So I was actually I was spreading myself too thin. I was trying to do YouTube and college, and I was failing at both, I feel like. So that was kind of like my decision, basically. It's just I had to pick. And I was actually started to pay. So
Got it.
Yeah.
So you have 16 million subscribers on YouTube, which if you were a country, you'd be the 69th biggest in the world, above Zambia and Cambodia. So how does it feel to have all those people want to see what you do? Is it exciting? Is it pressure? Are you planning